first of all, we will go to the cost accounting setup page. The cost accounting setup page have a lot of parameters. So what I can do and what I can understand from this page, we have 3 first steps and some actions I have to do. First of all, if I go to the first step, general first step, I have a lot of parameters related to the integration, the automatic integration between the financial accounting module, the GL account module, and the cost accounting module. So when I talk about the starting date for GL transfer, I have to put the date that I have to pull all the transactions from the starting entries from GL account to be migrated to the cost accounting module. So this date is very critical. Okay, but before 1/1/2023, it will not get any data. But from 1/1/2023, it will give me all the transactions and the GL accounts that are happened in the GL account module. Okay, so the second is the align GL account. Align GL account and align cost center dimensions. These 2 options are for the purpose of when I create a new GL account, okay, it will be migrated automatically to cost accounting module. So when I create a GL account, what I want the system to make for me, if I select no alignment, so there is no effect between the GL account that I have created and the cost type that is related in the cost account. The cost type, and the cost type is the
P&L accounts.
Unit. Yes, this is the unit that will be integrated from the GL account. So the GL account is migrated to the what cost type. This is the first.
So basically,
if I select automatic, so it will be automatically created in the cost type.
Okay, only this is applicable only for the income statement accounts,
again,
correct? This is applicable only for the income statement accounts. Like if I'm creating a new income statement account and my align GL account is, let's say, automatic, so it will automatically create a new cost type in my cost types, chart of cost types.
So there is a mandatory setup in the GL account that you have to define. And what is it? It is the GL account category and subcategory and its income statement or balance sheet. So I have to select it as income statement when I create the GL account.
Understood.
Okay, so I don't have to go and explain this for you. Okay.
Yeah, this is clear. This is clear now.
Very good. Prompt means that when I create the GL account, so they asked me if I want to create. Ask me in a message box and give me an option to create the GL account at a cost type or not. So I have to define it by click yes or no. Okay.
Got it. Understood.
This is the prompt. Okay.
Okay.
Very good. And the same goes to the cost center dimension and the cost object dimension. For the auto transfer from GL, that means that the GL accounting, the general ledger entries for every transaction posted is migrated automatically to the cost accounting module. But I don't prefer this to be happen. I won't make this to be manual always. Okay, so I can know where can I get all the transactions, or you can define it and test it, and you will find it very useful also. For the GL posting, check GL posting. This is already a checking tool between the cost center and cost objects. Already, okay, that's already defined in cost accounting, and will also check it in the general ledger entries that I made in the accounting module. So when I make an entry, you go to check always if the dimensions are already in on the general journal, the dimensions that is related to the cost accounting. Okay. For the allocation base, just have an ID. You have to make just as number series. You know number series in
yes.
in the yes. So the allocation ID is already generated automatically when I make my first allocation journal in cost accounting module. So I have a allocation ID, and I have also a allocation document number. Okay. For the cost accounting dimensions, here you can find the two basics of the cost accounting parameters. We have cost center and cost object. So the cost center is defined as here the department, where they get the department from the cost, from the dimensions, So where can I define the dimensions that I need to migrate from the cost accounting module to the from the accounting module to the cost accounting module? I have to define it from here. Go to action, function, and make update cost accounting dimension. So I need to know that I have here is the dimensions that I have in the financial dimensions that I already defined in the cost account in the accounting module, in general ledger module, and the cost object that's already also related to the dimensions, the financial dimensions in the general ledger accounting module. Okay, so we have to know a lot of the basics of the migration of the cost center and cost object. I have to define when I make a general journal with accounting in the accounting module, I have to define the dimension on the transaction in the general journal. So when I define the general journal with the department dimension, okay, so this is it's like direct cost. This is the direct cost, and the cost object as the indirect cost. So when I make the allocation or make any transaction in the cost accounting module, I have to know that I can allocate from the cost center to the cost object, but I can't allocate from the cost object to the cost center. And this is very important. Again, the cost object, I can't transfer or allocate amounts in the cost accounting module to the cost center, but I can make the allocation from the cost center to the cost object. Another thing, please, that you have to make it into your consideration. This is about the way that you are working on the general journal itself and select dimensions on the GL account. You have first to know that the dimension that I select on the GL account, okay, this dimension I defined as cost center, but I can define two dimensions on the same GL account that I make transaction on. So if I select two dimensions that are related to the cost accounting dimension module, so I make a transaction for electricity and GL account is expenses, and I put two dimensions, it's departments, and put also the products, the departments and the products. What will be transferred to the cost accounting module? The system goes through this process according to the cost center only, not the cost object. So if I make the transaction, a GL transaction, with just 100 on dimension 1 department and dimension 2 products, so the 100 will be only migrated on the cost center dimension as it is defined as the cost center. So the priority for the cost center, not the cost option, when transfer amounts to cost accounting module. So as you know, the sort of cost centers, I can get the cost center from dimension that I defined in the cost accounting setup. Okay. So if I define a new dimension value in the dimension that is called department, let's say I have 3 departments, and I define a new value for the department like manufacturing department. So if I want to update it in the cost accounting module and get it as a cost center, I have to update it from the get cost center from dimension and click yes. So you didn't dimension value for the dimension called department. As you know, also there is the chart of cost types. This is all the income statement GL accounts that is already migrated to the cost accounting module. As I also go and get cost types from chart of accounts, he will give me all the GL accounts that I have from the GL account module. As you can see here, there are 5 cost types created. As you create 5 GL accounts and you get here in the cost types in the cost accounting module.